Salute everybody. What's the vibe? New York, what up? Jersey, what up? Brooklyn, what up? Miami, what's the vibe? Now I'm gonna stop doing that, yo. The whole world. I want to shout out to the whole world, or everybody that's watching. Shout out to my 5 or 6, 7, 8 people that, you know what I mean, be following and mess with my videos, be hitting me in my DM or whatever, or even make a comment on a post. That's what's up. I respect y'all. This is for y'all. This is for everybody, really, but this is for y'all. Different episode of PARLET-MOI today. Only one, Project 7. I'm in a building, you know the vibe. Actually, I'm not in the building. I'm in a cemetery. Yeah. Today, special day, special episode of PARLET-MOI. Alright? It's my mom's transition day. Birthday, actually. Her transition day was November, was Thanksgiving. Today's her birthday. I'm a mess, first of all. Like, forgive me. Yo, I am a mess. Like, if y'all see what's going on under these blockers, thank God for these blockers, because you don't want to see that. You definitely don't want to see that. About to leave the cemetery right now. Today's episode of PARLET-MOI, right? Today's installment. What I want to discuss is our elders. You know, first of all, happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, my brother Troy. It's a blessing to have a kid on your birthday, right? Man, imagine that. My mom's and my brother's birthday today, April 11th. Salute to them. Salute to both of them. I love you, Mom. But I want to talk about our elders and our treatment of them. Especially when they get to that age where they become dependent, right? I don't know if you know, like back in the day, like our elders was the ones where, you know, once they got to that age, once they got to that phase, that, you know, we kept them home, we kept them close, you know what I mean? We didn't use them as babysitters, however, we did allow the children to spend a lot of time with them in order to learn, right? Process energy, learn skills, learn how to be, learn what to do, type thing. You know, learn about life, learn. That's what the elders really were there for, to teach, to pass on knowledge, wisdom, you know. But I don't know if that's like with the culture nowadays is not that. Like once they get to a certain age, like boom, they go to the nursing home. Like that's crazy, you know. And I don't want to say culturally because, well, I don't know. I guess it is culturally. I don't know. I can't really say. But what I want to point out, what I want to key in on is how we handle them once they get to that phase. You know that old saying, once a man, twice a child, right? It's something that's going to hit all of us, or something that we all experience or have experienced or will experience at some point, right? Because we all have somebody in our family, whether aunt, uncle, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, who's getting to that point. Some of them fall ill, cancer, diabetes, all the things that affect people once they get to a certain age, you know, is real. Some of them get that, and what my thing is, what do we do with them once they get to that point? Like, how do we handle them? Like, how far are you willing to go for the one that earthed you, the one that birthed you, the one that worthed you, the one that raised you, the one that made you? Like, how far are you willing to go for them? You know what I mean? Like, they did their part for us, and I say that because me personally, it's for anybody who's sitting there going, who is he to talk about that? Like, I went to jail for mine. Like, I can't really get into it, but I went to jail for my mom's when she was going through it, because I pressed somebody about her treatment, and the response I got was crazy. I had to put my hands on somebody. They called police. I went to jail for my mom's. This is how I'm able to speak on the topic. Like, we got to do better, y'all. We got to do better with how we handle them, with how we acknowledge them, how we treat them, how we respond to them, what we do with them once they get to that stage of once a man, twice a child, you know, once that phase of being and that stage of being, you know, in need of our help, of our assistance. You know, if you're in a position to help them, do that. But if you're not, call in the necessary help. Like, have them of course fix the situation. they're not of age and of mind, you know, of well-being to do it for themselves, and we're in a position to do it. What are we doing? You know, like, I've been around situations where my homies, friends, I've seen their families and the way that they handle things, and I've seen, even with my own family, the way certain things get handled. And some of the things that I've seen has been like, yo, y'all serious? Like, y'all don't understand this person is gonna be dead soon? Like, y'all don't understand what's going on with this individual right here? Because y'all acting like every day is just another day, and then like they might not be here tomorrow. But I haven't seen that vibe. Like, I don't really see the sense of urgency that I feel. Now, it's truth over opinion. So this is my opinion. So, you know, I'm not pointing no fingers at nobody. If I've been around you or your situation, or you've been around me in my situation, and I say something right now that strikes a chord, please know it's not personal. It's just I'm speaking off of what I've absorbed. You know what I mean? So if you feel like something I say touch a button, then you need to kind of, like, I don't know, take that up with your conscience, right? We got to do better by the elders. We have to do better by the elders. Like, they're an important staple in our community. At least they used to be. And we need to still hold them at such a high regard to where we go out of our way to make sure they're good. Like, I've seen and heard people say things like, yeah, like, yo, I come to terms with if they pass, like, I'm good with it. How they doing, yo? You know, like, I've seen people point fingers like, yo, I did this. What did you do? I've seen situations where people literally did shit and, like, was like, yeah, I did X, Y, and Z. And then I'm like, what? Some people look for the pity party. You know what I mean? They post about it. Oh, I got a dying family member. So they look for the pity party on social media, etc., etc. Like, at the end of the day, what's important is that elderly individual and how we handle them and what we do with them when they get to this phase, when they get to this stage, to make sure that their transcendence is peaceful and as painless as possible. Give them what they want. Give them what they ask for. You know what I mean? Make sure they eat. Make sure they drink. Like, sometimes I've been in and around situations where, like, they get the room. Like, people feel like they're doing something by giving grandma or grandpa that room, right? So, like, grandpa's in the room, grandma's in the room or whatever, and you pass by them every day. Grandpa, you good? Hey, Ma, you good? And you keep it trucking. And you feel like you're doing something, like, they, you know, because you got them in the crib, they good, but they spending all day in that room by themselves. Can you imagine what they going through? Or they all day by themselves until somebody else, another family member, takes upon themselves to say, hey, or come up to the, you know what I mean, come up to them and try to spend some kind of time with them. We need to be spending as much time with them as possible. As much time as possible, soaking that knowledge, soaking that energy, learn from them, help them, you know, give them some compassion, make them feel good in these last times. But people don't do that. You know, I mean, I've seen a lot of self-centered situations. Like, a lot of people, like, and maybe not even realize it. And once again, like I said, I'm not pointing no fingers at nobody, because people might have looked at things that I've done and say, yo, he was selfish in that, and they might not be wrong. I don't know. It's truth over opinions, and everybody got opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. I got mine too. Whether they right or wrong, that's up to me and mine. So form yours. It's all good. But I'm gonna close out, because I gotta go. I'm gonna close out. Like, we gotta do better with the elders. You know, spend time with them. Make sure they eat. Make sure they drink. Make sure they healthy. If you can't take care of them, and I hate to put them in facilities. I don't really like, because I seen how I used to work as a senior citizen center, and I seen some of what goes on in there. So me personally, I would never want to put my moms or my pops in there. I wouldn't. I didn't. I made breakfast for my moms, made lunch for my moms. I was at work calling my moms like, yo, you ate, you good? Like, when I knew she was sick and when she was going through it, like, I was taking days off from work, going with her to her appointments, her treatment, Like, I made sure. Like, I took so many days off. It got to the point where my job pulled me in the office and was like, yo, you all right? Like, you missing a lot of days. And I had to break down and tell them, like, yo, my mom's going through it. I got to X, Y, and Z. Because, like, so when I'm saying what I'm saying, because I know I've done what I've done. We got to do better by the elders. We got to do better. We got to do better. Everybody. Word. But like I said, it's truth over opinions. You know what I mean? And this is just mine. You know what I mean? You might be looking at this going like, why don't he shut the... But I won't. Because I feel like this is valid. You know what I mean? Process that. Think about that. Happy birthday, Ma. I love you. Mwah. Yo, happy birthday, Troy. My big bro. Salute to the world. PARLET-MOI. Post your comments, yo. Let me know what y'all think about that. Salute.